Hi there. In this presentation, we are talking about the perspective of language acquisition. We have a three principal perspectives is linguistic, social, and psychologist. So in the number one, in linguistic, we have a four theories like transformational generative grammar, principal parameter models, minimalist program, and functionalism. So we have a principal exponent here like Noam Chomsky. And Noam Chomsky think the language is a system analysis that recognizes the relationship among the elements of the sentence and among the possible sentences of the language and the uses processes or rules to express these relationships. So we have to an viewpoint of theory of the mind and the latter not to be confused with the theory of mind. It states the mental states are constituted solely by their functional role in causal relationship with the other mental states and sensory input and behavioral outputs. So, in other hand, we have to minimalistic program, and here is a set of programmatic ideas for the creation of the theoretical framework for systems. So, in linguistics, the principal thing here is about the grammar, the syntax, the formation of sentence, everything about the linguistic in the language. In the next perspective, we have social. Social have different six theories. Number one, variation of theory, accommodation theory, sociocultural theory, ethnographic of communication, acculturation theory, and social psychology. So here we have a important um, concept. For example, in the ethnographic of communication, here are talking about is the analysis of communication within the wider context of the social and cultural practice and the belief of the member of a particular culture of a speech community. And in acculturation theory is a process when you are begin adaptive of the new culture which involve the new orientation of thinking and feeling part of the learner in the second language. So for the social psychology, is talking about the attitude, attention, and a group behavior. For example, here you have thoughts, feelings, and this thoughts and feelings is influenced by behavior of the group. So in the variation theory, say involves a combination of techniques from linguistics, sociology, anthropology, and statistics, among the other, to investigate language and use the structure of manifested naturalistic concept. So, in accommodation theory, here say that behavior change that people make attuned to the communication to the partner. For example, we have culture, language, and thought. So, in next, and for the last one, we have a psychologist, and here we have a theories like neurolinguistic, humanistic model, connectionism, information processing, and processability theory. As you can see in this picture, we have here of neurolinguistic process, the input to output, and how the neurolinguistic and programming is included in there. And humanistic model, you can see like is the principle of this whole beginning emotional and social needs are engaged in learning in not using mind. For example, the goals, the self-awareness, the perseverance, support system, proactivity. So, and here we have two information processing, when the principal goal of this approach is to understand the human thinking in relation the how they process in the same kind of information as computer. So for connectism, connectism It's a process to the human connection that utilize mathematical models and make a connection like artificial neural networks, like the computers do. So this is the three principal perspective of the language acquisition. So thank you for your attention, and if you have question, let me know in the comments or use the information of the description video. Thank you. Goodbye.